welcome to Show and Tell. We've had a little bit of a facelift. Show and Tell is now using a new service called StreamYard. Google eventually sunsetted Hangouts completely, which is totally expected. That's cool. We're trying out this new service. It's a little bit different. So you can only see 6 people. We can choose who appears and who doesn't. You'll get the hang of it, everybody. If you want to join in, just hold tight, and spots will open up as we get through people. So let's kick it off with some Adafruit folks to show off what they're doing. Let's go to, we're going to Noe and Pedro first?
Yeah.
Noe and Pedro,
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Happy to be here.
Hey.
Yeah, real quick. We did 3D Hangouts this morning, and it was our 5th year anniversary of doing it. Longest running stream for 3D printing stuff. Yay. So let's see if we can switch the camera over here. I got a little overhead there. So we did some updates to the Pi Gamer SnapFit case. One of them is we really wanted to make some 3D printed buttons. One way you can do that is to make it accessible. So we put some the brail alphabet on different types of these kind of press fitted button caps. So they're easy to kind of press fit and take them on and off. So folks can kind of customize them themselves. Another thing we wanted to update was the back. So we wanted to revise the back so it's a little bit cleaner. So we exposed the 12 and the 16 pins of the header, the female header, so we can add different things like maybe an airlift. So let's see if I line it up right, see if it fits.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it fits.
Yay.
Just a little bit of room there to make it nice and flush. So you can still drag your fingernails in there and pop it out if I don't bend them.
Perfect. Looks great.
Looks good. All right, so we got that addition. Keeping on the theme of upgrading our projects. So there we go. So if you folks want to check that one out, it is on Thingiverse and other places like GitHub. So check those out. I also have this little head. Hello.
Nice head.
Yeah, there's a circuit playground in there. Let's see if we can. Little screw action there, and there's our.
Cool.
We also did a layer by layer on how to create these sort of snap fit circular boards, so you can snap them into these kind of enclosures without any screws and hardware, because that's the theme we're going with. Snap fit. There we go. All right. I would switch my camera, but I forgot where it is.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming by and testing out the service.
Okay.
Do I have to go now?
You can go now.
Okay. For real? Like,
Bye.
yep.
Bye, Pedro.
All right. Bye,
All right,
folks.
next up, let's go to JP because he seems to be safe.
Yeah, I'm safe at the moment. I've been dodging this yellow jacket that's in and out of my workshop, so that's exciting. So if you see me doing this, that's why. So I am working on a new game this week, and it is going to be a fishing game. And the reason I'm doing this is because we've got rotary encoder support working in MakeCode Arcade now. So I've built a little crank arm and a rotary encoder based on the case design that Noe and Pedro had put out. And let me show you on the overhead so you can see a little better. I'm going to try to switch cameras here, which is highly dangerous, but here we go.
Oh, that worked.
There we go. Oh, good. So this is, let's see if I can get it to cast. Okay, so I've just cast using the accelerometer, and now I can hook a fish, and I'm using the crank, the rotary encoder, to bring that fish up. And when it gets up to the top, I'm going to get a point. And then I can go ahead and cast another time. And you can see the fish kind of cruising by down there. There's stuff to be added, like maybe control the rate of the cranking so that you have a little bit of a challenge there. And if you go too fast or too slow, you'll lose the fish. Also, right now I can wind it back down, and I'm excited to show off this little technique I'm using to sort of set up a screen. I have multiple layers, and one of them has sort of a dither pattern in it, so the fish are kind of underwater.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So that's the game I'm working on, and I'll be showing that off and some more details about that on my live stream tomorrow. So tune in at 4 o'clock Eastern time if you want to see the as yet unnamed fishing game.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So dithering. Okay, thanks, JP. All right, next up, let's go to Erin.
Hello. I've been working on a fun project, which is a new cosplay staff using a big crystal. So it's got a fun little power button that lights up, and then it does a fun power up sort of animation. It's got a circuit playground on the top, which is lighting the crystal in a really cool sort of flickery, crystal-y sort of way. And then it has a few different just sort of gestures. So if I'll see if I can back up a bit. If I just tap it, then it'll go into a crazy cool rainbow animation, and then it'll power itself back up. Whoosh!
Nice.
This is a lot of fun. I'm working on a tutorial for this right now, and gonna be probably launching that within the next week or so. And it's super a lot of fun. That's
Okay, nice animation work. I love that it's just like even the simple tap or tilt detection can make really evocative interfaces for cosplay. I mean, it looks like looks like magic. It's just like, wow, it's happening automatically. All right, thanks, Erin. Everyone's going to be looking forward to that cool guide. Okay, so next up, let's go to Melissa. So you want to add a
Hello.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi. So I've been working on a little project on the side because we have a lot of video meetings, and sometimes my family doesn't know if I'm on camera or not. And so I came up with this little matrix thing that attaches with a Metro airlift and a little shield for the RGB panel. And I just have this is more of a proof of concept at this point, but I can push buttons on my Stream Deck here. And so then I can push it and it'll send a MQTT and it'll say like something on air now or in a meeting, or I just did a little hello world one here. So then I can just put messages, and since it's completely wireless, I can, as long as I have access to an outlet, I can put it wherever I want.
Nice. Yay. Well, you're on air right now. So hopefully somebody doesn't open the door.
I'll let you push the on air button.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
Oh, so it's like super clear. All right, thanks, Melissa.
Yeah.
Looks super handy. Maybe we'll write that up as a guide after we're display IO stuff, but we can.
It needs a little improvement because it's kind of like using a lot of Mac specific things at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Melissa. Okay. Next up, we're doing so great with this new streaming service. Next up, paint your dragon's eyes.
Yeah. Hello. Do you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Good to hear. Weird new service thing going on. Anyway, been working my butt off on a project. We got the hallowing with its famous or infamous eyeball code going. Anyway, this year I've shown some work in progress on this. The new board we're doing with twice as many eyes.
Twice as many too.
And it's 2 screens, twice as many eyes. 4 times as many pixels per screen, and that's
so it's actually 8 times as many eyes.
Yeah. That's what's actually been killing me on this project. Is it's like, okay, we have here we have an M0, now we got an M4, we got this like 5 times faster chip. We have twice the flash, but we have 8 times the pixels. And so having to do some geometric shenanigans with the graphics data was really hard. But finally got that kind of blinking and working earlier today, and now I just need to clean it up a bit so that you'll be able to configure, customize the eyeballs. You don't have to go in and recompile the code and run these pre-processor scripts like we used to. It'll be like almost drag and drop or edit text file simple, and then you can give it your own blue eyes or brown eyes or whatever you want. It'll be so much easier.
All right. Well, those are super creepy. I can't wait to see those with the lenses on them. I'm sure it'll be super freaky. It's interesting. It looks as good as the Pi Zero OpenGL version.
Yeah, it's you'd really have to get in there and squint at it to see the difference.
Yeah.
It looks the code is more sophisticated than the prior version.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of doing a slight pseudo 3D effect on the eyeballs.
A little creepy. Oh, do you want to show the flashlight to the?
I don't have one here on my desk. Oh wait, I got a phone here.
Wait, phones are not flashlights.
All phones are flashlights.
Yeah.
But not all flashlights.
I just saw your Twitter.
There we are. There's a flashlight. Is that respond? Yeah, now you can see.
That's so cool.
The pupils responding to light there.
Okay.
That's neat.
Creepy. Thanks, I'm sure people are going to be so excited. This is like 8 eyes. All right, so next up, Bryan. And we're also going to experiment with screen sharing for you.
So go back to my camera for a second if you can. Or is that okay? Cool.
Yeah.
So I've been working on all kinds of little boards of different types. This is one of the cooler ones recently. You can maybe kind of make out that it is a breakout board for the U-Blox Nina W102 wireless module. It's actually got an ESP32 on it, aka airlift. So you may have noticed that this is about the size of an itsy bitsy, and that's not a mistake. So
It'd be cool if it was a mistake. You're like, no, dude.
yeah,
It's kind of like when you get the cereal, it's just like only crunch berries.
right, yeah.
Like that's not a mistake. If it's sold as only crunch berries, you did it on purpose.
Right. So I have this. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the world's smallest battery-operated web server. It's got on the bottom, it's kind of hard to see, it's a itsy bitsy M4. On the top, I've got my wing, and I got a little battery to power it. And so you can see kind of right now, you've got the dot star for the
Cyan.
for a thing there. It's like cyan-ish.
Cyan.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, can you go over to the other window for a second? Cool. So this is a demo that was written by a contributor named Matt Costi. So this is a web page being served from the itsy bitsy over HTTP, much like a normal web page, and it's got a little color picker demo, so I can select a different color, like just magenta-ish color, and then if you go back to the camera, you can see that the
Yay, it's purple.
and now I'm
Yay, it works.
try and do it live. Yeah, it's doing stuff. So yeah, it's
Okay,
good
perfect.
times. Yeah, thanks to Matt for all the work on that.
Interface.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, nice work, and congratulations on getting a live demo going.
And thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
Thanks for the cool demo. Okay, so we've added Amelia. So Amelia, why don't you're our first outside visitor, and you want to show off your cool jacket?
Yeah, the disco bandcamp jacket. So we just published a guide on this, so I'm very excited. So I put this together for a friend for Burning Man and uploaded a bunch of modes. I have a Gemma M0 in here, and you guys can see some of the modes going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is still light here.
No, it's fancy.
But I'm using fast LED and Mark Kriegsman's XY matrix functions and helper tools were fantastic. This is one of the coolest because all the LEDs are mapped out. So it's pretty exciting. And I also wanted to share that I'm also wearing a necklace that Geek Mom Projects helped me make. That will be a little bit difficult to see in the daytime, but when I flip around the battery, she helped me laser cut it and design it as well. But there's a slow change RGB LED in here. Let's see if I can. Very hard to see. But I have some other ones I've put together as well in color. That I'm super excited about. So it's super fantastic. And if you guys haven't seen her projects, they're incredible. You can kind of see it color changing a little bit down here.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Nice.
All right.
Well, the
Excellent work.
jacket's amazing.
And we'll be showing off your guide and a little bit of the video tonight on Ask an Engineer. Thanks for doing that.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And although, so I can now add these little things. So email support at Adafruit.com for your show and tell sticker, even though you don't need to do that, but you could if you wanted to.
But you're also a guinea pig.
I wanted to test and see if that worked. It worked. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we're going to go to John G.
John G. Thank you for waiting so patiently.
Oh, unmute your mic.
We can't hear you.
Hi, John. Yeah, we can't hear you, but what we can do is we can go back to you if you want, or maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's the symbol for continue. So you want to go to
we're going to go to
Lucian and Don.
Looks like they're muted as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to.
All right. Can you hear us?
Hey, yep.
Hey, so here we are in the most boring room in Artisans Asylum, shockingly. But I'm just facilitating the computer here. So this is Don.
Okay.
Hi. We got a call from a farmer in Nebraska who wanted to measure soil moisture in 2 different locations and get the data remotely. So I don't know how well you can see this, but this is a Feather M0 with a solar LiPo charger and one of the low power timers. And that is measuring soil moisture and sending the data via LoRa radio to this guy, which is a Feather M0 that is talking to a Phona and sending that data online. So it's gathering it from the remote node and then sending it online. The thing that's particularly exciting, I guess, about this for me is that we're doing the whole thing with CircuitPython. And that way, it's really accessible for the farmer in the field. So I can say to them, oh, hey, we need to update the firmware. And they can actually edit the code via USB mount. They can just edit the file on the device, which is huge. So just thank you for CircuitPython. I think it's just very exciting. So we're going to send this out to them tomorrow and then see how it goes.
We look forward to your bug fixes.
Yay. You might actually literal bugs. It's like there's insects eating my crops.
We may not be able to help with that.
The rodents are chewing on the wires. Okay.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
that's a really nice treat. Thank you, because it's CircuitPython Day starting tonight at midnight.
Oh,
So
cool.
That's a really nice treat. I'm going to try this out again. Do you want a sticker? Because you can just email support@adafruit.com and we will send you a sticker. That's the
It's
only thing
vinyl, so it can be used outside.
Awesome. Oh, great. Yeah, we could put it on the outside of the enclosure. These are Home Depot enclosures, by the way. So we sort of laser cut a mount that the board goes on that goes inside the home. So yeah, there would be a CircuitPython sticker out in Nebraska.
It's a very funny photo. Hang on.
Oh yeah,
This
by
is-
the way,
this is,
so we're using the Ting mobile network, and this is the coverage map, and she's out in Nebraska. So
and this is the middle, the little empty spot right in the middle.
But it turns out that she's located right on the edge where there is a little coverage. So we're hoping that it'll work okay. But if this, yeah,
All right.
Yeah, that's how it is.
yeah.
All right. This is rural.
Let's go back to John G.
John
and
G, you wanna
see
try
if his
again?
Microphone.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we
Sound
do.
great.
Oh, great. I took my headset off, so that was that seemed to be the problem.
Okay.
So, first, huge thanks for everything that you guys have been doing. It's great. I am not an engineer, but I'm walking around my office right now, and I loved what I got in my Ada box a little while ago, which was the very, very cool pyportal. So as soon as I got the pyportal, I was thinking, hey, what I ought to be doing outside of my office is to put a touchscreen kiosk up there so that my students can see this. And I need to try to put you in there. Can you see that okay or no? It might be kind of
Yeah, it's got some buttons and it's got an eagle.
So I put some buttons and stuff up there, and certainly you can navigate this. But the fun part about this was, so even though I'm not an engineer, I teach a class in iOS development. So I wanted
Sounds
to
like you're an
make this
engineer.
so that
You're kind of engineering that whether you want to or not, right? I mean, like.
Looks like
So what I did up here, you can see, you can put some photos up there, but there's all of you. So I took a little snap on the iOS app and I posted you to my pyportal. So the idea is, hey, can you update this on the fly? So if you've got any information for students or things like that. So I put the app up on GitHub right now. The code is really gruesome, but it's there for everybody to take a look at, and it goes through Adafruit.io. To grab the JSON out, and it also converts JPEGs that I'm saving from the app. But you can see, the things in here. If you want to go in, there's a whole little setup here where you can move stuff around. You can edit things. You can add new fields. So everybody can go ahead and play around with that. And I'm happy to share the code. I've never run an open source project. You guys are teaching me everything. But hopefully you find that to be useful and fun if you've got a pyportal, if you've got an iOS device, and happy CircuitPython Day.
Yeah, excellent work. We added your app to the CircuitPython newsletter, or the Python on Hardware newsletter. So thank you so much for that. And as you do updates, let us know, and we'll continue to get more folks to test it out and help you out with it.
Absolutely. Thanks for all of your hard work and everybody that's helped me.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you get the sticker thing here too.
I look forward to that.
Okay. All right. JMK, you're up next.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a project I've been working on since I got back from my camp, which is a little. When I saw the Raspberry Pi 4 came out, I saw that the Raspberry Pi company was really pushing forward that this can be used as a tiny dual display desktop computer. So I thought, well, why don't I build one? So this is my little project. I might turn out the lights.
Okay.
So I've got some Circuit Playground Express lighting here.
Yeah.
The Raspberry Pi 4.
Yeah.
I've got a Pi 4 here with this massive heatsink.
Yeah.
A self-made little audio extender, so jack to one of those 3-pin to 3.5 millimeter adapters to just extend the connector out. USB-C power, which can go out of this little hole right here and the box that comes in. So all your ports can just come out of a little hole here instead of having to run them outside of the box, because this looks nicer, and it, in my opinion, it just looks better. And then I've got, here's the CPX, which maybe I can take it out to show. I have parchment paper here, kind of give this a blurry effect that makes it look cool under darker colors.
It's definitely the coolest desktop computer, no question.
I've done things with the Pi before where I've ran like custom stuff on it and made it tried to use it, but like this is the first Pi that can really do all that well, in my opinion. So then I got the CPX here. Hold on, let me just take it out. And I've got a script running on it. So if you press A, it'll swap the animation.
Oh, nice.
One. And then after it finishes, you go through all the animations that are built in. You can swap between just plain colors. Maybe it'll be better. Darker. And then once you've gone through all the colors, you can turn it off. So right before I go, I'm just going to show, hold on. This is VNC. Can you see my screen?
I'm gonna add it right now.
Yeah, now I can see your screen.
Yeah, so I've got VNC right now connected to my Pi. So I have LXC here, which I've customized a lot to work so it looks better in a desktop environment. So I got like a dock here with all my apps in it. And yeah, so I feel like this is the first time I've built a computer that isn't with computer parts, because this is because the Pi used to be more of a developer tool and stuff. But I think if you sat someone in front of hold on, if you sat someone in front of this as a real computer, they could use it. So yeah, that's why I built this project.
Okay, thanks you, J&K. Awesome to see. Thanks for testing out the service with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna get going. Don't forget, get a sticker. Sticker for you.
Okay.
Same with you, John G. If you get a sticker if you want.
Yeah. So Chris just came in, but I think the video isn't working.
Do you want to come by next week, Chris?
Yeah, come by next week and enjoy.
We'll call on you first if we see you.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
That's our show and tell for this week.
That was very exciting.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well. We are now going to get ready for Ask an Engineer, since we have a little bit extra setup that we have to do each week now. So thank you for making this the best 26 minutes of our week every single week. And we'll see everybody next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.